All right, so we're going to jump into the second installment in the Dragon Ball Legends Beginner's Guide series. The first video we talked about starting a new account, getting your teams ready, what the character screen looks like, and just basic elements of what it means to have a team built. So with that out of the way, we're going to actually start talking about how to play the game itself. And luckily, the game does have a pretty good tutorial to show you the basics.
I think I did this, yeah. So I started this like maybe a couple years ago, and then I think when I got to like the vanish or something, I just gave up and I stopped playing.
Okay, so we can start with the basics just so that people watching this understand how to play. And I can, as we go through this, I can kind of give like supplementary explanations on how things work in the game. So
start on art cancel. Oh,
well, no, on the top there's a basics tab. Yeah, we'll just do these.
Trunks is about to attack. Try to evade. Swipe to the left.
Are you a lefty or a righty?
I'm a righty.
Okay, so you're probably going to be using your right hand more in this game.
You what?
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, yeah. So whenever the opponent goes for an attack, you want to, basically every time you want to try and vanish by swiping the screen. I mean, I'm assuming that you guys know this, but there's 5 main elements in the game: red, yellow, purple, green, and blue. So red is good against yellow, yellow is good against purple, and then the reverse: purple is weak against yellow, yellow is weak against red. Then there are 2 special typings. There's light type, which the only light type character in the game is Shallot, who everybody has for free when starting the game. And then there is a dark type. The only obtainable dark type character is the Saiyan in red, but it's only like a special condition that he has. But dark type is not really a type that is really usable because it's good against every type that isn't light.
So dark is good against the entire color wheel. Is light good against the entire color wheel, or is light just the counter to dark?
Light is neutral to everything except it's good against dark.
Okay, that seems lame. Yeah. Light kind of sucks then.
Acquire enough Z power from summons, battle rewards, or by using multi Z power, which we also briefly talked about last video as well, to increase a character's limit break. Limit break levels are indicated by the number of stars. They're up to 7 yellow stars, followed by up to 7 red stars. So people usually just denote it by saying 14 stars for maxed out characters. Certain numbers of stars will unlock new Z abilities and increase stats. Yeah. Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku actually has a special Z ability. If you open his screen and go into his Z ability. So right now your Goku only has the second Z ability, right? So if you open that up, he's giving 26% to Daima, Sun Family, or Saiyan strike attack and defense. If you click on the one that says Z ability 3, that's what you get at 6 stars. He gets 30% Daima, Sun Family, or Saiyan strike attack and defense, and then he picks up 12% to tag Daima max HP.
Oh wow!
Which is really, really insane. So I think what our project should be for this character is we should be giving him Legends Limited multi-Z power to try and get that Z ability. That is a really important Z ability. So I think at the end of this video, actually, we'll just do a bonus little end section here where we jump into the Sparking Limit Break banner and we do some summons on that, because we can actually get some Legends Limited Z power from that to help this guy get boosted up.
Sounds good, coach. Yeah, that was it for party formation. Now we got battle basics.
Battle basics, yep.
Actually gonna fight now?
Glad you made it.
Land and attack 3 times.
So all right, so we're just gonna attack Trunks here. Yep. So that's a tap attack you're doing right now. If you use what you learned in this tutorial, you'll be able to land rising rushes and deal huge damage. Okay.
Okay, so I'm
Okay, it probably wants you to use one of your arts cards. That works too. He's gonna dodge that. Yeah, okay, that works. So the reason why you're able to land the rising rush there is because once you vanish an attack, you lose your vanish for a set period of time. Once we're able to show this later, you'll understand it better. But when you vanish an attack, you have what's called a vanish engage, and I think it takes probably around like 3 seconds to get your vanish engage back once you've used it. Okay. So because he vanished your attack and you rising rushed him there, he couldn't vanish again because his vanish was on cooldown.
So general rule of thumb is to always have them like relinquish their vanishing step before you do anything like that.
Yeah. Another good way to just use rising rush is it's typically best practice to just use it in the middle of a combo.
Okay.
Like you can chain it into a combo, which we should show in a second here.
Okay.
Predict what card your opponent will choose so you can win the wager and stop their rising rush. Yeah, this is essentially just RNG, but yeah. Got hit by your opponent's rising rush? No problem. I mean, okay. You'll be able to stop it if you can guess which arts card they'll choose. There's even a trick to guessing correctly. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the next screen.
There's a trick for this, really?
Not really.
So that was a fucking lie.
But there's never a way to like draw out which cards they use beforehand, so you can kind of like give yourself a better chance, right?
I mean, you can. I mean, certain characters like turn blast into strike. So if you know which characters do that and you guess strike, there's a higher chance you can guess them. Some characters draw blue cards with their main abilities. So yeah, I mean, if you know what the abilities of certain characters are, there's a higher chance you can guess them. But at the end of the day, it is just luck. I think they want you to guess this guy to finish the mission.
So I'm just gonna fit. This will never end unless I get my 25%.
I think they want you to pick blue. Probably for this.
Yeah, I'll do that this time.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you know?
Let's give it a shot.
Tap the screen and hit your opponent with tap text 3 times. Okay. So the reason why this is useful is if your opponent is sidestepping constantly, you can do this to make them vanish. Make them waste their vanish. How to deal with, yeah. So this is just talking about you can move around the map without vanishing. So if you, instead of like flicking to the right or left of your screen, if you just like slowly drag, yeah, like that. If you slowly drag your character across, you can avoid those. To be honest, it doesn't really matter that much because those don't really do a lot of damage. So even if you get hit by like 2 or 3 of them, it really won't matter. But
isn't that like the combo starter? If you get caught in one of those, that's all they need to kind of rush in and start doing their thing.
If you get hit by a tap attack like that, it's not. They can't start a combo off of it. So
okay.
It's not that
so
big
it's
of a
really
deal.
just meant to disrupt and nothing else.
It's meant to bait you into vanishing more than anything.
And this is just making me want to do some PvP right now.
Got a long way to go.
Nah, man, I'm ready. Throw me in, coach.
Vanished or something? I just gave up and I stopped playing.
If you land a tackle, go on the offensive by performing an arts attack. This is one of the most basic things in the game, but it also is probably one of the most important things and one of the most difficult things to master.
I'm glad you made
It's
it.
a tackle, bro. What?
Okay, so this is what happens when you tap the screen in mid-range. You go for a tackle. Yeah. So the reason why this is so important is because this is your main way of really starting combos from mid-range. The only problem, though, is it's fairly easy to counter a tackle. The opponent can either go for a strike once they see your tackle, your opponent can vanish your tackle, or if your opponent decides to just go for a blast at the same time as you go for a tackle, the blast will win. So there's a lot of ways it can go wrong, so it's pretty important to know the best timing to go for a tackle. You don't just want to spam it. See, okay, that's how you start a combo off of a tackle. You tap tap the screen, go for the tackle, and then you connect it with a card.
Are we currently in mid range?
This is long range.
Oh.
Now you're in close range. Now you're in mid.
Now I'm mid range.
Yeah. So what you just did right there, where you like dashed up to their face, that's called a quick dash.
First
Okay,
off,
so one of the most common ways of initiating is going for a quick attack and then immediately going for a blast. The only reason why I'm not a huge fan of this is because if you do that, there's something called blast armor in the game, where if an opponent has blast armor on their strike cards, they can actually strike through your blast cards and it'll ignore your blast cards. They'll still take damage from the blast cards, but they'll be able to fly through and start a combo on you. And pretty much every really good character has blast armor on their strike, so it's a little bit of a risky play, but yeah. Let's try and do a quick attack here. So just, yep, and then, yep, okay, you got it.
No, that was the demo. I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
let's give
It should
a
be
shot.
pretty easy. You just flick forward and then tap the screen a second time. Yep, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Don't wait for the character to like do an action. Just flick up and tap like almost immediately.
Okay.
Yep,
Oh,
there you
I
go.
see. Okay.
Yeah,
I
so I didn't let you
tried
use
to
the blast.
throw in the blast in there. It
However,
didn't work.
Yeah, that was just tutorial funkiness, but that's usually what people do to start
Okay,
combos
okay.
a lot of times. This is actually like, I'm actually kind of surprised they have this in the tutorial because this is, the timing on this is pretty tight. Usually you will do this at mid-range, not long range.
Because long range is way too easy to read.
Well, no,
right?
long range is actually harder because first you have to recognize that they're going for a blast. Because if they go for a strike at long range, they actually can vanish out of your rush before it connects. So, and you end up wasting your rush. Yeah, see? Watch this. And that's it. That's the end of your rush.
Right.
That's how you lose matches.
I'm pretty sure that's how I quit playing Legends.
Yeah. You'll need to check a character's details and see what kind of special move or ultimate arts they have. Yeah.
Show me what you've got.
All right, let's see if you can do this.
Let's-
Yeah, it's better to do this in mid-range. You can try it at long range, but it's the timing is tight.
Is that it?
You got it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be much different in an actual fight when your opponent's moving around and you have different cards and stuff. So.
You know how stressful this was for me just now? That was so incredibly taxing,
You're
man.
amazing.
This game is so stressful.
Now this one's important. Let's learn about canceling the recovery period after you use an arts attack. After using a strike or a blast art, sidestep or forward step at the right time to cancel that period of vulnerability after your attack. This technique can be applied to a wide variety of combos, so you'll definitely want to master it.
After the blast hits, do a forward step.
Yeah, so I just want you to swipe up. See how the animation got kind of canceled at the
How
end there?
about this?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically what they want you to do.
Let's give it a shot.
Try canceling the recovery. So just use the blast and swipe up. You got it. Yep.
I swiped before the animation finished. That's what I'm supposed to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You got it.
Okay, so if it's too early, it doesn't do it. So is there like a cutoff point where you can do this? and you-
Honestly, you could just spam swipe up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it again. The benefit of arts canceling. Here are some other benefits. You might draw another arts card. It's harder for an opponent to perform a special cover change since they won't know if you're going to go for a strike or a blast. Yeah. Okay, here's a demonstration of what it looks like. Let's see.
Oh, you step
you're
forward
just-
and then you goes to the side?
How about this?
Yeah. Yeah. The reason why you do that, so you can just sidestep and then go for a strike. But if you do that, you're telegraphing that the next card you're going for is a strike because you're launching at them from full screen. If
And they
you
have more
dash
time to
up
counter.
first, right? If you dash up first and then go for the strike, because you're starting the strike in melee range, your opponent's not going to know if you're going for a strike or a blast card next. And there are characters that have special cover changes against certain cards. So if a character has a special cover change against a strike card and you go for a strike card against them at full screen, they'll know exactly what you're going for, so they can counter it. Swipe up.
Damn
Yeah, you waited too long. Again, if I were you, I would just spam swipe up after you've done the strike, and then just swipe right, and then you gotta go for another card right after. Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it. Just practice for a little bit. Yep, there it is.
Oh,
little slow.
I pressed nothing. I was looking for a card and I pressed nothing. Hold on. I'm panicking. I need to calm down. Dude, this is so stressful. Okay.
I believe in you. A little late to press the card.
Bro! God. Okay, dude. I'm spamming.
There it is. Keep going. Oh, you're a little late there. See, so if you do it this way, see how you're not really getting it. Notice how your combo was only 6 there. That means you dropped the combo. So your opponent would have had an opportunity to vanish you at that point. There you go. Let's see if you can keep going. Or maybe 4 stops.
Oh, dude, I was just getting it.
However,
Okay, I kind of understand it. I'm gonna need to do that again. Yeah, we really need a practice mode. Come on,
Yeah.
Legends.
But here's okay. It actually does say this. Keep in mind that canceling with a sidestep will reduce the damage of your combo. Probably that is going to get increased based off what they said in the newsletter. They're gonna further increase the amount of damage reduction that happens when you do this. But
Well, that makes sense because if you just get caught in a pro level combo, you can't do anything and you're just dead,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
So that seems fair.
I do think that's a good change. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is useful.
Wait, where does
It's
there's no
just-
sidestep?
Yeah, there's no sidestep in this. All they're doing is, I think what they're doing is they're just setting up the next thing on the tutorial.
Okay.
This is allowing you to close the gap from long range to close range in the middle of a combo.
Okay.
Let's
All right,
give
that
it
makes
a
sense.
shot.
Yeah. So they want you to start at full screen, use the blast, do like one swipe, but you want it to be like a big swipe. So hold on, wait for your key to come back. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Do like one blast, big swipe. There you go. There it is. You got it.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yep. Pretty easy.
Oh, that one's easy.
Yeah. Blast arts, key charge combos. Let's go.
Let's
This
get
is also
stronger
called
together.
charge step. Is what this is.
Oh, wait,
called.
no, this is the one. It's not vanishing
Yeah.
step. It's charge step. That's what killed me in this game.
This is where things get interesting. Oh, it does it. Okay. Yeah, same. It's basically the blast version of the side steps during the strike combo.
First
Basically
off,
what this is.
Okay.
Here we go.
Bro, no. I'm getting. This is bringing back nightmares. No, dude, I can't do this.
let's give it a shot.
I bet you already mastered the timing.
I can't do this.
Actually, wasn't a bad first attempt. That actually wasn't too bad. He was a little slow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the timing. I mean, this is where most people will struggle. You almost had it. That was so close. So close. This is like this is one of those things where once you get the timing down, it's pretty easy. But it's just,
okay, well,
it's just a
buckle
matter
in.
of learning it. Yeah.
Grab
just a matter of
grab some
learning.
food.
Maybe we'll do a montage on this one.
If you want, dude. I might throw my phone. I'm not gonna lie. God!
Okay,
God!
I'll reiterate my recommendation is you want to be charging before the character even stops moving up.
But that's what I'm doing.
A little slow.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay, a little slow again.
How is that slow? I'm so freaking fast. Oh my god, now
Okay,
it's completely skipped the charge.
Yep.
Why is there that delay? Is my brain just not processing this fast enough? Ah, I'm on a key. I just missed.
If you want to watch the demonstration again, you can.
Oh my god. Bro, that's what I'm doing!
Got that. Let's give it a shot.
I bet you already mastered the timing. I cannot believe they put that.
Wait,
in
hold on. They
there.
did not just say that, did they?
I cannot believe that's in this.
Got that. Let's give it a shot.
Go to hell, dude. God!
All right, we can stop playing around and we can.
I'm not trying to play around.
Oh, you got it! There it
I
is.
got it! I don't know how I did that.
Hey, there it is. Got it. Keep going. You can keep going off of that.
No! Ah!
Yeah, there you go. It's probably easier for you to do it when you're just swiping up a lot, right?
I did it twice.
How about this?
Okay.
I swiped up twice. I think I just need to find that sweet spot just with enough practice. Oh my god, that was so brutal.
Well, we made it.
Yeah, we did. And then that's where it ended. I said, hell no, no more. What the hell?
It looks probably more
Got that.
complicated than it actually is. It's very simple.
Let's give it
Okay.
a shot.
After you use a blast, when your opponent vanishes, you just swipe up, swipe to the right. Boom, boom. Boom,
Oh
boom.
yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah. It just looks incredibly intimidating. Okay.
You can do it at long range. Yeah. But you're supposed to attack after that.
Oh.
Yeah. Because your opponent uses their vanish there, so they can't vanish again. Okay, he had no vanish.
You can't tell when his vanish comes back, right?
You cannot, yeah.
Okay.
A little slow.
Oh, what's happening, man? I had it.
Yeah. I think it wants you to use the wants you to use
Oh, I see. Okay.
because that's how you start a combo.
Right. Right.
There you go.
Okay, I tried to do the charge step and I completely failed it.
Yeah, that was really close. You can sidestep here.
Don't laugh at me, man. This is high pressure situation. I tried to do the sidestep and it didn't. Yeah.
I think it's this tutorial. Attacking after a blast starts cancel can be really effective, but if your opponent does a perfect vanish, you might not be able to avoid. Okay, well, actually, they just changed this. You cannot perfect vanish a blast at long range. That doesn't exist anymore. So this is actually outdated.
What? Why? Oh, is it just like it's too easily executable and it was too broken?
It was just creating too much passive play, so they axed it.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Let's learn some basic combos that incorporate characters. Oh, it's going to make you switch characters in the middle of the combo. Okay. With this kind of combo, it's important to pay attention to your opponent's character. That way you can pick a character that has the element advantage and continue your combo.
First off,
All right, let's see what he does.
Strike arts, forward step, character switch, strike arts. Bro.
Think you can handle that?
how about
What
this?
the hell? No.
Let's
I need to
give it
see
a
that
shot.
again, dude. What? No. Show me again. Okay, up. Thing. Follow up. Then switch. Follow up again. Okay.
You know why they're doing this, right?
How about this?
No.
'Cause
Oh,
Beerus-
yeah. Because type advantage.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
give
if
it a
that's the
shot.
case, why not just switch to type advantage immediately?
Because
I'll go too.
you don't. Okay, so you know how vanishes work, right? Where you have like one vanish per character, and then you have to replenish your vanish.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to switch that quickly because you want to preserve your vanishes. It's like
Okay.
you could go to Future Gohan and just try and get the combo started with Future Gohan, but if the enemy vanishes your Future Gohan, you can't switch. Whereas with Beerus, if you try and get the combo started with Beerus here, and you miss, and the enemy starts attacking you and comboing Beerus, you at least can cover change and switch to Future Gohan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
I'll defeat you.
A little slow. Okay, yeah. Keep trying again.
Entertain me.
I missed. I pushed the wrong. I missed. Sorry. Does this happen to players where they just kind of panic and just whiff?
I have missed before, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's done it.
Okay.
All right, so because you waited too long, it instead of becoming a dash, it became a quick dash.
Yeah. Also, I'm using both hands. Should I be using just my right hand?
It comes down to preference.
I'll go too.
I use both hands.
You use both hands?
I mainly just use my right hand, but for switching, I use my left hand.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep doing this then.
I'll defeat you.
Oh, you almost had it. That was so close.
How did I miss that?
The timing is pretty tight on after you switch. Pretty much as soon as you see the character about to switch, that's when you press the card. Yeah, a little late. Almost. That was like a millisecond off. This actually could be pretty tough too, like for if you're just learning it. Timing is pretty. Yep, there you go. Got it.
My brain is starting to move a little faster.
Yeah, it just takes practice. That's a quick dash.
That was a quick dash. Yep, I was too late. I don't know, man. I don't like spamming up. I like just getting the timing right.
You can just spam, doesn't matter.
I just don't like that.
There you go.
Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. I gotta just get used to this, man. I gotta get used to being faster. Close range blast starts, forward step, character switch, main ability, ultimate arts. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds worse than it is.
Yeah.
So just to explain why this even works, okay? You could try the same thing with a strike and it won't work. The reason why is because when you hit your opponent with a strike card, it sends them further away.
You got that?
Right, when you use a strike, it sends your opponent to long range. When you land a blast, it sends your opponent to mid range. So the reason why it works on blast cards is because there's less of a gap in between you and your opponent, so it actually gives you more time to do something.
Okay. All right, give me a moment while I lean forward. Hang on. Oh, I missed it.
As soon as you see the character start switching, you should just be hammering the main ability. There you go. Boom.
Did I ever tell you I have a torn ligament in my thumb? I actually can't button mash as fast as I used to.
No, when did that happen?
Happened when I was on the bench press. I was swinging my arms to stretch my chest, and I smashed my hand into the bar, and I tore my ligament. Never had it fixed. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Oh, got it! Move! I got it. That's why every Mario Party game that button mashes, a little part of me dies inside when you just dominate. Okay.
Yeah, this is a very, very common play. Even people at high level make this play all the time. Is you'll vanish and attack, and then you switch into the other character, and then you vanish again.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Sure.
There you go.
Hey. Oh wait, bro. Back up, man.
He's beating you up, dude. You gonna let him do that?
Oh, shut the.
There you go. Yeah, it's pretty easy.
We finally achieved it. Oh, there's a third. Oh, okay. Come on. I wasn't ready. Time out.
He's gonna rise on you. See, and then after you do that, you can attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to depend on the specific cover change that the character has. Both of the characters you have, both Super Vegito and the Gogeta Blue, both have strike cover changes. So if you go for a cover change, so like if you're in the middle of getting comboed by your opponent and you swap into one of these two characters, they'll knock the opponent back and stop the combo.
Yeah. I remember this.
Yeah.
When he follows up. Yep.
Now, if you would have used a blast card, you wouldn't be able to do this because it's against strikes only.
Are there any? So cover change is always just for strikes. There's no sort of cover change for a blast.
It's dependent on the character. So these characters both have strike cover change.
Okay, but there are blast cover changes.
There are blast cover changes. There are characters that cover change against both strikes and blasts.
So those have to be like the most OP, right?
Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima has that, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. I'm understanding that now.
There are actually very rare. There are characters that can cover change against blues.
Is he one of them?
Ultra DBZ Broly can do that. Whew. He cover changes against blues, strikes, and blasts. and green. Yeah, so you can do this. And if you had a blue card in your hand, you could actually chain the blue card into this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or off of that. Now, there's multiple ways you can get around this. Probably the single most powerful effect in the game is called Special Cover Change Nullification. So if Trunks had that on him, you would not be able to cover change even if he went for a strike. So he's gonna get cover change, but then I guess he's gonna wait. Let's see how he drops here. Yeah, see how he waited
Oh,
there?
that's what that is that I see you guys always do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's give it a
So
shot.
you were, that's why I said when you were doing the sidestep strike combos earlier, that's why I said when you drop the combo, that's like a way you could get around the special cover changes.
Okay, okay. All right, let me try it. Do I have to do this at mid-range?
It doesn't matter. So that was a real, like, you didn't interrupt that. That was the real combo.
Oh.
So what you're going to want to do now is just delay it by like a millisecond.
Okay.
Okay, that was good.
Now I deleted too much. Okay, okay.
A little bit too late, but I guess it worked.
It still kind of worked
it
out,
didn't
but not
count
in the
out.
way that they wanted it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you wait too long, then they could just vanish. That worked, I think, yeah.
That's such a subtle difference.
Yeah. Super skilled warriors will sometimes have abilities called counters. I bet you haven't seen this before. Okay, so they're gonna show you the green card counters. Each of these characters on your team have a green card counter. Fighters that have the ability to counter will nullify certain art attacks and then follow with a counter. Some characters can activate counters against specific attacks from your opponents.
Isn't that amazing?
Even if you can't do a vanishing step, you'll be able to nullify an opponent's attack and even counter attack. Yeah, so the reason why counters are strong is if you have no vanish and you've already used your vanishes, you can use counters to buy time to get your vanish back. Counter him, and then I think if he had a blue card, he could. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure this Vegeta can combo off of this. I think. Oh, it's been a long time.
Let's give it a shot.
An old character.
Oh, let's go. Is he gonna knock him out? Let's go. That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure this Yamcha is if you do that 7 times, he gets 7 Dragon Balls. I think
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
So, do you want to end the video by doing the Sparking Limit Break banner? We talked about this a little bit.
Sure. I mean, if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is worth it for your account. It's just this banner, you never really have a guaranteed way of getting an upgrade for your characters. This is one of the few times they do this. You can just jump in. You're really not summoning for the characters. You're just summoning for the coins that we'll get from this.
So I'll just skip all these?
You can skip, yeah. This is really good because, again, you don't really ever get guaranteed stuff. They usually do these before they drop major things. And because we're about to head into the anniversary, that's why they decided to drop this now. So as you'll see, we're getting these sparking coins, and we can use these sparking coins to exchange for Z power in the exchange shop, which is most of the value from this banner.
When
So
you're
we'll start
starting out
pumping,
and you don't have a
yeah.
whole lot of CC though, is it good to be going for this over just like regular banners?
No, so I think if you're going to be starting a new account and you're going to be re-rolling for better characters, you want to at least get a good solid team first, like how you have one for Daima. And then I think once you have like the foundation of your team, then you can jump into a banner like this just to help flush it out a little bit more. I'd say like get 3 good characters, have your core of your team ready to go, and then you can start doing stuff like this where you just power up those 3 characters.
Wait, how many steps are there?
There's 9.
Oh, 9. Okay.
So you'll see, we'll get some Z power here. I guess this is like, oh, that's a featured unit, Nimbus. There's Vegeta. It's actually a pretty good character to pull because if you get this guy to 7 stars, you can Zenkai him, and he has a really, really good bench Zenkai ability. That was a pretty good pull, actually.
Thanks,
one of the
man.
better characters you can get on this banner, I think.
Didn't think we'd be getting any good pulls after what happened in the last video.
I didn't get lucky enough. All right, so after this, we'll jump into the exchange shop, and I'll show you what we're gonna get from this. Yep, this is the last step.
You and me.
All right.
Okay. So now back up and go into the, if you open your menu, you can go to the exchange shop, and then it should be right there where it says limit break.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So definitely would recommend getting the Legends Limited Z Power there. The top, yep, get that. Click OK. I would just, now, before we even buy anything else, go and use that on Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Yep, you go to show details, use, yep. And then just slam that in there.
This one?
The 600 we just bought.
600,
yeah.
okay.
Our goal is to get this guy to 6 stars because then he gets the next Z ability, which is really strong because it's going to give HP, extra HP to the team.
Should I use these two while we're at it, or no? Save those.
Use the 200, yeah. And then there's more we can actually buy from that shop we just went to. All these stars are giving him extra stats as well.
Yeah.
So we need 400 more? Yeah, so go
400
back
more.
to the shop. Yeah.
This one gives only 100. Okay.
So you can actually get 2 more, and then we can bump him up to 6 stars.
You can't have more than one at a time? Why?
That's their way of, I guess, not allowing you to hoard things.
But why wouldn't... Okay. Seems nonsensical.
And then the last one, and you're good. It's actually really, I think that was really worth it.
What do we do with the rest of the limit break coins that we got? Wait, oops.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second. It's gonna be very good.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this guy's gonna limit break to 6 stars. We're gonna get his extra Z ability, extra HP. Yep. There's that other Z ability.
Okay.
All right, go back to the shop again. And we're just going to buy out the top Z power. Yep, just buy them all.
Oh,
And then we're going to use them all in Majin Ku.
Majin Ku now. Okay.
Yeah. Use them all in Majin Ku.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yep.
Oh, oops. I could
You
use...
can,
Yeah.
yeah, you can use multiple. You'll notice that if we get them to 9 stars, which I think we're going to be a little short here, 9 stars is the biggest jump in stats for the character. For whatever reason, that's like where we see the biggest change. So go back to the shop. I think there's 2 more we could buy.
Should I also use these extra ones that I have right there?
You could save those. I don't think you need to use those right now. And you have 3 left. Yeah, just dump them in.
Yeah, we're 400 short. With these two, we'd have... Oh, we'd be 200 short.
Yeah, there's no reason to use those unless you can get them. There are other exchange shops which you can do events for that have like Z power in them.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the one we were just in though, because I just want to see what else is in there. Okay, so what I would say, because over the weekend you're gonna farm up the souls and the Zenny, right, from the events.
Yeah.
So what I would say is just hold on to this until you do that, and then you can just buy 300 energy from here.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause there's nothing really else worth. I mean, the extreme Z power, in theory, it's fine, but there's really no EXs that are even worth it. So there's no point in even getting those right now.
Should I pick up all these missions?
Oh yeah, we can show this quickly as well before we end. We did do some soul boosting after the first video. So we have a lot of missions here. I mean, you could accept them if you want, but we got a lot left to go here. This is not even half of the missions that we need to do.
Oh,
You can
I'd love to
accept
pick
them
them
if you
up.
want.
But if you want me to hold on to them, I
Yeah.
can hold on to them.
Oh, pick up the Trunks training missions. Yeah, pick those. Might as well get these. 200cc, some stuff. Yep, that's pretty solid. Okay, got all those. And then I don't know what this is. Okay, random.
Okay.
All right, and then yeah, let's just pick up all the other missions.
So I'm gonna pick up all the soul boosted ones.
Yeah, pick them up. Why not?
Wait, what is that I just got? What is that?
That's an adventure. We haven't talked about that yet. That's going to be in the next video.
Okay. All right, let's pick up all these.
And this is going to be 2,410cc. This isn't even half of the missions. So yeah, there's a lot. And you're also getting a lot of Z levels, which is going to give you more stuff.
Oh yeah. What is that, like my rank?
Yeah, it's your rank. Yeah.
And it gives me more energy.
You're getting energies that give you like, this is like a relic of the ancient history of the game, where they give you like the Z power of like the super old characters. That's funny. I didn't even remember that. All right, and then you can accept these other missions that we just get. Yep. Again, this is a really, really good way of just getting free extra CC before they take these missions out of the game. It should happen in a few days.
And this is the one where like I could get that premium pass thing, right?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this in the next video.
Okay.
All right, I think we're good to end here. This is a bit of a longer one, but we covered a lot. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. When are we gonna get a practice mode where I can practice that stupid charge step? Because I hate that move.
Yeah, we've been asking for that for years. So I hope they give it to us at some point. I mean, we could always jump into like just like a friend match, but we do live pretty far from each other, and there probably would be lag. So.
Maybe just a tad. California to Japan might be a little tricky.